Good evening. I'm Abby Vickers, and it is my honor and privilege to serve as president of the University of Kentucky New Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa. In the interest of having the best experience this evening, please ensure you are muted and turn up the volume on your speakers so that you may better hear me. Also, please sign our virtual record book using the Google Doc link in the chat. If you are unable to access the link, please sign by typing your name in the chat. Thank you for joining us. I hope your involvement in Omicron Delta Kappa will be a meaningful opportunity to continue to grow and develop as a leader. First, allow me to introduce my fellow executive officers. Mr. Cade King, Co-Vice President and Chair of Business Operations, and also our new president beginning next semester. Ms. Chloe Ditka, Co-Vice President and Activities Chair, and Ms. Natalia Dixon, Co-Vice President and Membership Chair. Thank you all for your work this semester. Now we will hear from our chapter's faculty advisor, Dr. Issam Harik. Professor Harik joined the faculty at UK in 1982 and is the Raymond Blythe Professor of Civil Engineering in the College of Engineering. Dr. Harik directed or co-directed the research on more than 100 funded projects. He has authored or co-authored more than 340 technical publications. Dr. Harik has directed more than 45 postdoctoral and visiting professors and scholars, 155 graduate students, 61 undergraduate students, and 24 high school students. Dr. Harik has been the faculty advisor to the New Circle since 1996. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Issam Harik.
Abby, thank you very much, and thank you for reminding me that I'm very old. But first of all, folks, I joined the ODK in early 1990s, and as Abby mentioned, I've been the advisor since '96, and I've had a wonderful time with this organization. It is one of the few organizations on campus where you get to interact with colleagues from the different colleges and departments on campus. Plus the members that I have dealt with over the years have been an outstanding group, and I have made many friends among them. I strongly encourage you to become active in the organizations, and the friendships you will make will last you really a lifetime, and I've had some since the early 1990s that we keep in touch. I would like to congratulate you on being selected for membership, and I wish you all the best in your career. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harik. Now I'd like to welcome you to the initiation ceremony held on your behalf. Those of us who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa value its high ideals and purposes as we strive to provide leadership in worthy undertakings and to be of service to others. We believe in the tenets of this society and those principles for which it stands. We are pleased and honored to share them with you today as we welcome you into the University of Kentucky's Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa. You have undertaken upon yourselves the obligation of membership in the Omicron Delta Kappa Society. This means that you will ever seek to make it a real factor for good in academic and community life, not only in the University of Kentucky, but in American educational institutions at large, as well as in the communities in which you will lead. As a member, you commit that you will make every effort to practice its high ideals, both in private and public life, so that the world may see you in a concrete living symbol of the great principles of Omicron Delta Kappa. Omicron Delta Kappa was founded December 3rd, 1914 at Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Our 15 founders stated that leadership of exceptional quality and versatility in college should be recognized, that representatives of all phases of college life should cooperate in worthwhile endeavors, and that outstanding students and faculty members should meet on a basis of common interest, understanding, and helpfulness. The motives which guided the founders sprang from the desire to bring together one body for the general good of the institution, leaders from all parts of the college or university community. The success of the Omicron Delta Kappa idea, an essential part of which it is its joint student-faculty character and a determination to maintain a consistent and high standard of leadership recognition, led to the establishment of chapters, which we call circles, at other colleges and universities. The society in which you are about to become a member has a three-pronged mission: identify, honor, and develop leaders in collegiate and community life, encourage collaboration among students, faculty, staff, and alumni to advance leadership, and then promote, publicize, and enhance our ideals. Each of the candles shown represents the following key ideals of Omicron Delta Kappa: scholarship, to strive for excellence in academics and to pursue lifelong learning; service, to answer the call for action from one's community or country; integrity, to align one's values and beliefs with behaviors and speech character; to distinguish oneself for the good of humanity; and then fellowship, to embrace those in the society as equals, seeking inclusive bonds across diverse communities and generations. It has ever been our desire and custom to try to symbolize in material form our dreams, ambitions, ideals, and sentiments. In accordance with this innate desire and feeling, Omicron Delta Kappa has also tried to express in material form the key, its noble ideals, lofty aspirations, and altruistic aims. The key, which is struck in the form of a circle, symbolizes union forever and the equality which characterizes membership in Omicron Delta Kappa. The Greek motto for which the letters ODK represent is Ho Daphno Komos Kuklos, which translates as the laurel crowned circle. Our emblem, the laurel crowned circle, stands for success achieved in worthy undertakings. The shape of the key represents the circle, which symbolizes the all-around and inclusive nature of our organization. The 5 stars on the upper bar represent the 5 major phases of college life for which our society stands: scholarship, athletics, campus or community service, social and religious activities and campus government, journalism, speech and the mass media, and creative and performing arts. The number 1914 on the lower bar indicates the year in which our society was founded. We who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa have observed your habits, attitudes, and capacities and are pleased with your success, your steady growth as leaders in worthwhile endeavors, and your appreciation of the ideals and purposes of the society. We have asked you here today to make you members of our society and to present to each of you the Laurel Crown Circle, the symbol of achievement. Before we accept you into the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, please listen thoughtfully to these words.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past exemplary conduct, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to finer, nobler living, so long as you shall live.
You should know that the Laurel Crowned Circle is not only a recognition of past loyalty to all good works, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to unselfish service to the society, to your alma mater, and to your vocation, and a lifelong reminder that if greatness is to be achieved, one must serve.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past achievements, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to spend the rest of your days climbing higher and yet higher, ever remembering that death comes apace, and that the longest span of human life is all too short for the completion of the tasks that lie ready to our hands.
Will the candidates for membership please stand wherever you may be if you are able? You have heard in these words the great unchanging principles upon which our society is founded. If you are willing to accept the lofty ideals, the sense of devotion, and the spirit of aspiration represented in Omicron Delta Kappa, please respond, I will. Then please repeat after me. In the presence of the circle here assembled, I solemnly promise to uphold the ideals and traditions, the Constitution and bylaws of the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, and to support in loyal service its local and national officers, to participate in its meetings, ceremonies, and initiatives, and to diligently foster lifelong leadership. Congratulations, you may be seated. You have undertaken upon yourselves the obligation of membership in the Omicron Delta Kappa Society. This means that you will ever seek to make it a real factor for good in academic and community life, not only at the University of Kentucky, but in American educational institutions at large. That you will make every effort to practice its high ideals, both in private and public life, so that the world may see you in a concrete, living symbol of the great principles of Omicron Delta Kappa. You have been chosen for membership in our society because of your loyalty and devotion to the University of Kentucky and to the things that are fine and true in life. Our new president, Cade King, will now read the names of the newest members of the new circle of Omicron Delta Kappa.
So I apologize in advance in case I mispronounce any of the names of the new initiates, but I believe I'll be pronouncing 56 different names tonight. So I'll be giving it my best shot. Ryan Belcher. Olivia Young Bryant. Kendall Clark. Jake Kaufman. Juan Miguel Cruz. Alexandria Davis. Melanie Duckworth. Lauren Deucepole. Kendall Dulaney. Alyssa Evans St. Clair. Amelia Floyd. Caitlin Freese. Noah Gadd. Remy Gaines. Alyssa Glavinos. Kara Haywood. Daniel Harada. Abigail Higgins. Natalie Holzer. Kara Huckabee. Lily Hurt. Grace Jacobs. Kendall Jones. Abby Carazia. Kristen Karem. Gretchen Keplinger. Ronald Kincaid Jr. Jaden Kopser. Daniel Lewis. Devana Lockett. Catherine Lopez. Maliha Merriam. Savannah Miller. Callie Moore. Olivia Morris Bush. Michaela Neal. Tylee Oldham. Emma Olmsted. Jekimiki Onuoha. William Ransdell. Elijah Raymond. James Roberts. Claudia Robertson. Eleanor Robertson. Cody Robinson. McKenna Rowe. Simone Rudolph. Megan Schilt. Brendan Simpson. Henry Smith. Reagan Smith. Clarissa Summers. Madeline Steinecker. Gabrielle Thompson. Robert Vaughn. Ashley Watkins. Jonathan Wessel. Allie Windland. William Warden. Kat Wright. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Cade. All right, so to conclude the ceremony, please welcome Natalia Dixon to conclude today's ceremonies.
Most gracious God, our eyes are open to all lovely objects of righteousness and truth, and we have been blessed with courage and enthusiasm, high impulse and lofty thought. In this our hour of great dedication, help us as we go out into this world to keep fresh in our lives ideas which we have affirmed here today. Amen.
Thank you, Natalia. Before we dismiss, I would also like to thank the Shelgren Center for their support of our circle, and thank you to everyone for your participation in this evening's initiation ceremony. We hope that you will be an active member of your circle on campus and continue to stay in touch with our society as your career progresses. More information about Omicron Delta Kappa and our member benefits, including our annual National Leadership Conference, are located on our website at odk.org. Good night and good luck. You are dismissed.